Under the bed stood two flowers. One was green and oddly shaped, and the other was pink and fragrant. The pink flower she ate at once. It tasted so sweet that she promptly ate the other one as well, saying to herself, "Oh, I don't think it can help or hurt either way."
He's good.
He's very good. He's very good. He's blind. I know.
How is he blind?
Okay, so let me read you the story.
Mr. George Baker has been our book, and we're having a lot of fun, right, kids?
Yeah!
Our literacy program utilizes the artist art form to emphasize various themes which include language, vocabulary, reading to help bridge the literacy gap.
Today, I brought a book called Tar Beach. Has anybody read this?
It's a good book.
During the summer is when a lot of reading skills are lost. Tar is another thing that they would put on the top of the roofs. It's similar to what the road's made out of.
Our diverse membership consists of professional artists that teach through their art form.
When you apply any subject to the arts, it's highly effective and it helps people, not just kids, retain. Always in my classes, I talk to them about vocabulary. We're gonna do choreography, what does that mean? And we always relate it to other things like, oh, choreography sounds like photography, and what is that?
Summer camp, we have more freedom and we can bring in a more fun element, but still tied with literacy. That we use hip hop to teach the basics of the poem, and we focus on the rhyming words and try to expand the vocabulary.
Our target population is the underserved youth in our communities.
We were talking about in the story, the little girl had brushes and she was painting, and so we were taking that and we were moving the brushes around the paint. So we were doing the things that were being done in the story, and I constantly try to encourage the vocabulary that we read.
We start with a book and a theme.
It is a book about intergenerational acceptance. We've been going over the nouns, subject, verb agreements. We've been doing certain parts of speech.
And then we're engaging them directly. So in the book, Mr. George Baker, there's a part about the tappity boom boom clap, right? And so what we do is make the class interactive. Tappity boom boom tap is exactly what it sounds like. It's an onomatopoeia.
The excitement of the story.
I can't see.
I'll bring it down here so you can see. If the story's enticing and unusual, which the one I did today was particularly, and the excitement that I show them in the long run will encourage them to want to read books and see how exciting they can be. He has not even seen his own paintings. That's because Esra has been blind since birth. I really interweave the story with their art project of that particular day. So I'm feeling this. What do you think this might be?
It might be a basketball. Baseball. Yarn!
Yarn!
And then pick a different bed.
Storytelling helps the children with listening skills. It helps them with dialogue, with sequencing. They hear it, see it, think it, speak it, and then they can write it. Today, Jen the Hen, which is a rhyming book, and so the bell goes off because it's repetition. It's repetition, repetition, repetition.
Reading and writing are interchangeable and they're interconnected. Tell me anything that flies. Yes, ma'am.
Flies.
Birds.
Birds fly.
Airplanes.
Airplanes fly. Places.
Texas, Washington, D.C.
Japan.
What do you find in a kitchen?
An oven. A fork.
Refrigerator.
Bowls. Cups.
They see the words they say up on the board, and then they see how they can work together to tell stories, and that helps them become way more literate.
It's an airplane in the sky going to New York, a fork flat.
Like, I would have never came up with that, and I thought that was really cool.
Origami is mathematical, from the half, quarter, eighth, and the angles and the lines. Those are the vocabularies kids have to know when they do the math.
It's about a love of words and an appreciation for words, and not only just the word and the meaning, but the word and the feeling, the word and the emotional impact it might make on you. I can feel the characters, and I think that's what it really comes to, feeling the characters. If you can get into the characters and you can bring those characters to those kids.
There's this little boy who was blind, and he painted the pictures, and everybody thought that he was fibbing and that he wasn't blind, but then they scanned his body and it proved that he was fully blind.
It's exciting when they see that they are successful. They got an awful lot of medicine for just a small spoonful.
One love with me. Here we go. One heart. Together. Let's together and feel alright. Let's go again. One love. One heart. Let's get together.